Okay guys, we're going to go now down right underneath those 3 new highlighted words to the guided practice on page 70. And it says, do you know how? Number 1 says, write 3 to the 5th power in expanded form. Again, that means to write out the multiplication problem. So 3 is our base, and the 5 tells me how many times to multiply. How many times am I going to multiply the number 3? 5. Good. So in expanded form, we would have 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And make sure you go back and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, because that's what the exponent tells us to do. So this is the expanded form. Okay, good job. Number 2 asks us to write 2 to the 4th power in standard form. Standard form means I need to do what? I need to solve it. Good job. Okay, so now I have to do 2 times 2 equals 4. That's 1 time, that's 2. Times 2, this is the 3rd time. 4 times 2 is what? 8. Good job. And our last time, times 2. 8 times 2 is 16. So our answer in standard form is 16. But you will see, you have to write out the multiplication problem to get to your answer, so you understand where it's coming from. All right, good job. Number 3 says to take and write 7 times 7 times 7 times 7 times 7 using exponential notation. So what do we have to find first? We have to find the base. Which number is the base? The base tells me the number we are what? Multiplying. Good. So the base here becomes what? 7. Good. And how do I determine the exponent? Yes, count up all the 7s. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is our exponent. And so now we read this as 7 to the 5th power. Good job. I think you're getting it. Number 4 says write 5 to the 4th power in expanded form and standard form. So we have to do 2. Expanded form means we need to write out the multiplication problem. So what number are we multiplying here? 5. Good. So we're going to do 5 times what number? 5. Good. It stays the same. The base is the number we continue to multiply. And how many times are we going to do it? 4. Good job. So our expanded form is 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. Good job. Now it asks us to also solve for standard form. Okay, so then that means, and I've run out of room here, 5th grade, so I might put it on the side here. We have to take and multiply 5 times 5, which gives us 25. And then we have to do 25 times 5, which gives us 125. And we did this earlier in the lesson if you need to go back. But now they're adding one more. 125 times 5 is going to give us 625. So standard form here is 625. All right, good job, 5th grade. If you need to, jot down a question if we're not understanding how and why or where to get these numbers. All right, number 5. It says, do you understand? It says, in 3 to the 5th power, what is the base? What number is the base, 5th grade? 3. Good job. And then it says, what is the exponent? What's the exponent there? What number tells me how many times to multiply this 3? 5. Good job. All right, number 6. It says in the example above at the top, how is 125 written in expanded form? They're taking you all the way back to the top of page 71. And how is it written in expanded form? Okay, 5 times 5 times 5. That's the expanded form. Good job. Now number 7. What is the standard form of 3 squared? What is the standard form of 3 squared? Well, what is 3 squared written in exponential notation? We would have 3 to the 2nd power. Okay? Now I need to put that in standard form. So this tells me to do what? 3 times 3. And what is 3 times 3? 9. Good job. So the standard form for 3 squared is 9. Okay, now they want to know what's the standard form for 6 cubed. 6 is my base. Cubed means 3, so that's 6 to the 3rd power, but we read it 6 cubed. So we have to find our standard form. We have to do 6 times 6, which is 36. And then 36 times 6, and I'm running out of room, to give us 216. Okay, in 5th grade, if you're not to the capability of doing 36 times 6 in your head yet, remember we said if you need to, you can go back and write the regular multiplication problem out like you did last year to get your answer. Again, then 6 times 6 is 36. We regroup. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 3 is 21. So if you needed to do that on the side, put it right on your paper, and that's not an issue. All right, good job. If there's any questions, let's get them written down. Okay, we're going to do a couple more together here, starting with your independent practice on page 71. It says in 8 through 14, write in exponential notation. So here we have 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. What is our base? 10. Good. Now what is our exponent? How many times did we multiply 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 to the 5th power. Good job. So remember, exponential notation is just writing the base and the exponent. In number 2 here, what's going to be our base? 9. Good. What's going to be our exponent? 3. Good, because 9 is there multiplied 3 times. Good job. Number 3, 81 times 81. What's going to be our base? 81. What's going to be our exponent? 2. Good, because it's there 2 times. How do we read it? 81 squared. Good. Squared or 81 to the 2nd power is fine as well. Okay, 5th grade, we are going to hop down now to number 15, and there's a new set of rules. They want these written in expanded form. That means we want the multiplication problem. This is read 10 to the what power? 9th power. Good. So we're going to write the multiplication problem 10 times 10. How many times? 9. Yes. So stay with me and make sure we recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and this is why we're doing this lesson, because they don't want you to have to write all this. You should be able to just write it in exponential notation, but they want you to understand both ways. All right, good job. Number 16 says 35 squared. They want that in expanded form. 35 is our what? Is our base. Good. And what does squared mean? What is going to be our exponent? What number is squared represent? 2. Good. So we have 35 squared. All right, excellent. This one is 4 cubed because we got the 3. Okay, so what number is our base? 4, and how many times are we going to multiply it? 3. So we have 4 times 4 times 4. Good job. Number 23 here says 5 to the, should it be 23? Yes, 5 to the 4th power. We are switching now a different set of directions, sorry, 5th grade, to just writing in standard form. So they want 5 to the 4th power. So that means we need to find the answer. So 5 times 5, again, equals 25, times 5 equals 125. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then 125 times 5 again gives us 625. Similar numbers we used earlier. Okay, good job, 5th grade. Again, if there's questions, let me know. Okay, 24 says 10 cubed. 10 cubed. So we want to find and solve for 10 times 10 times 10. And we know how to do this. Find the non-zero digits. So what's 1 times 1 times 1? 1, good. And then go back and count our zeros. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Final answer is 1,000. Good job, 5th grade. Number 25 here asks us to do 4 times 4 times 4. What is 4 times 4? 16. And 16 times 4 is going to give us 64. Okay, again, if you cannot do this stuff in your head yet, then write the problem out on the side. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. Either way is fine, either multiplying it still in your head or doing a little show work on the side. All right, 26 is 12 squared. So that means I need to do 12 times 12, which equals what? 144. Okay, good job, 5th grade. That wraps up our practice for today. Make sure you write down any questions that you've had throughout the lesson. And then I would like you to try some now on your own. Complete 71, numbers 12 through 14. Make sure you're reading the directions for each one. 19 to 22, and 27 to 30. That way you have practice on each different kind of way to write your exponents. Okay, see you in class.